Hey guys, so this is a new series on my channel, and I would like to, in this series, I would like to teach you how to utilize this deck, because I noticed that a lot of people have bought the gaff deck, yet they don't really know how to use every essence in this deck. So in this series, I would like to teach you how to utilize a single card in this deck every episode. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so for today's trick, as you can see, I'm using a normal deck right here, okay? And there's a weird thing about this deck. Whenever I take out two cards, they automatically fuse together. And let me show you what it means. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so now for this trick, as you can tell, we need two cards. Okay, so I want you to say stop wherever you like. Okay, and now say they say stop right here. Okay, so the first card, let's put it right here. And now I'm gonna have you select a card again. Say stop right here. So let's say they say stop right here. Okay, so the first card is the 3 of diamonds. Okay, and the second card is the 10 of diamonds. Okay, so I want you to remember these two cards. Okay, and now I'm gonna demonstrate the weird thing about this deck. Okay, so I mentioned it before that this deck of cards, when you take out two cards, they automatically fuse together, right? They combine together, just the same as these two cards. I've taken out two cards, and now if I give it a snap and press them together, they actually really fuse together. And you can have the spectator feel it, that these two cards has already fused together. And without surprise, it becomes, because we've taken out the 10 of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds, now it becomes the 13 of diamonds. And so that is the trick. Let's get into the explanation. Okay, so for the first episode of this series, I'm gonna teach you how to utilize this card. Okay, so this is the 13 of diamonds, as you can see, and as you already know, this card does not exist in a normal bicycle deck or in any deck of cards that you can find out there. Okay, so for this trick, you need this card from the gaff deck, and you need a normal deck of cards. Okay, and now you're gonna take out the 10 and the 3 of diamonds. So these two cards. Okay, so the only thing that you need is these 3 cards and the rest of the deck. And now, to me, I like to put this card on top and these 2 cards on top as well. Okay, so we got the 2 cards that you want them to select and the gaff card. Okay, and now you're gonna do any sort of card force that you would like. Okay, and I have a lot of card force in my channel, and if you want to learn some of them, you can go ahead and check them out. And you can use 2 different forces. Okay, so for my performance, I used the riffle force, which is you want to force them to select the top card. Okay, so you cut the deck and you put your pinky inside to retain a break. Okay, and now you riffle the cards down, and tell them to say stop. Whenever they say stop, it doesn't matter where they say stop. Okay, whenever they say stop, you pick up the whole thing above the break. Okay, and you do it with speed. They wouldn't be able to know where you pick it up. Okay, so now this is the riffle force, and if you want to make it more interesting, make it less suspicious, you can have one card on top and one card on bottom, and you do a totally you do two different card forces. Okay, for the first one you can do riffle force, and the second one you can do like the Hindu shuffle force. Okay, so they're gonna say stop, and you're gonna stop at the 3 of diamonds. Okay, and whenever you like it, but in the performance I did 2 riffle forces. Okay, and now you're gonna have them select these 2 cards. Okay, and now you're gonna let them examine these 2 cards. Let the spectator examine these 2 cards, and while they're examining the card, you're gonna take the top card, which is the gaff card, and turn it face up. Okay, so, and make sure don't flash this card because you already turn it upside down, so they could be able to see that this card is upside down. Okay, and when I turn it upside down, I like to kind of retain a break beneath it so that it could be able to I could be able to pick it up easily. Okay, so now what I would like to do is to, when you have a card facing the wrong position on top of the deck, you would like to kind of turn your palm face down so that they couldn't be able to see. Okay, so now you take these 2 cards and you put them on top of the deck, but this is how you're gonna do it. Okay, you're gonna slide your left hand in and secretly place it on top. And so when you're placing this card on top, the top of the deck should face yourself so that no one could be able to see that this card is face up. Okay, so you can use these 2 cards to cover it up and line the card up so that they wouldn't see the first card is face up. And now you have it. So you can say that I have the 2 cards, and as I've mentioned before, the 2 cards that I take out will fuse together, and you can use this card to kind of put it underneath the break and take everything above the break so that you can be able to see. You can be able to pick 3 cards up. Okay, so again, 2 cards are face up, and 1 card, put it underneath the break, you put it in the break and pick the whole thing up. Okay, then what I would like to do is to square everything up, and now you have to remember the position that you're in, that the gaff card is in the middle. Okay, so what I would do, because I want to move it to the top, and now I'm gonna flip it over and peel the top card out. You can let them see that the 2 cards are still in your hand. So now I have 2 cards, right? And you can show them like this. Now I have 2 cards, and and now you have 2 cards right here and 1 card right here. But what you're gonna say is, now I can take it 2 cards and place the 2 cards on top, so the gaff card is on top. Okay, so now again, now I can take your 2 cards, and the problem is that they fuse together, and now I want you to push the top card forward and retain a break right here. Okay, so you can be able to pick up the gaff card easily. And now you're gonna pick up right to the break and drop it on top of the deck. And as you drop it down, you're gonna drop the 2 cards and pick up the gaff card only. So now you only have the gaff card in your hand. Okay, so if you want to do it smoothly, this is what I would do. Okay, so as you can see, I have the 2 cards that you've selected, right? And now I would like to show you what it means that the 2 cards will fuse together. Okay, so I like to move the deck aside, which kind of gives me kind of justifies the action of putting your hand on top of the deck. Okay, So again, as you can see, you've selected 2 cards, okay? And now I would like to show you what it means that the 2 cards were fused together. And you can do any magic gesture and let them feel it first. Feel that there's only 2 cards, or you can have them hold out their hand and use their hand to sandwich the card. It's all fine. And now we can turn it over that 2 cards have fused together into the 13 of diamonds. Okay, so basically this is the trick. I hope you enjoy the trick, and if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you like this series, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. If you want more magic content, make sure to check out my channel as well. Okay, well, see you guys in the next episode or the next video. Peace out.